friends, so I'm getting the laundry out of the washer, out of the dryer here, because I should have done it earlier and I didn't do it. And then it was screaming at us. We was down here talking, me and Wendy. So I want to go ahead and get this into the basket here, and I always fold it straight out of the dryer, though I don't get wrinkled up, and if it sits in the basket a day or two, it's fine. Anyways, yesterday ended up being a rainy day. It was a warmer day, but it was rainy. I thought that it wasn't supposed to rain until the end of the week. You can just pour the rest of that in the chicken feed box. Issues in the chicken area, goat area too, but we're having some issues out there with some little friends that we don't want to be our friends. And I'm not sure exactly how to handle the friends, because of, you know, we just let the chickens, we leave their little chicken door up at all times, unless it's like super duper cold, which we didn't close it at all this season. We leave their chicken door up so they just get out whenever they want to, and you know, in the morning and whatnot. So might have to resort to change it, might have to end up shutting that. Anyways, they just can come out whenever they want to. And then we close up the goats at night, but Clovis is in the animal yard patrolling, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do to get rid of our little friends without harming our pets. And I don't want to call them our friends, but you know what I mean, because it's kind of morbid to think about disposing of your friends. But I don't want them out there. They're digging holes. I'll show you more when we get out there. But they're digging holes, huge holes, and we've noticed they've been digging under one of the trees even, which is insanity. And then they just dig holes in the animal yard and whatnot. Clovis took care of one of them a couple months ago, and we was hoping that was the only problem we had, but the holes are still persisting. And one night I turned the camera on because I don't know if it was triggered, I don't know, but something made me turn it on. And when I turned it on, I seen one go out through there, possibly seen two, but it's very possible with the one I seen was just one, and it went down and then went into the chicken coop, or it could have been two, but I don't know how to take care of it out here. Almost a little muggy. I think it's just like 70, and there's still moisture in the air. I don't need a normal t-shirt. Definitely needed some sunglasses, but we might run in and grab those. And I might have to get out of this long sleeve critters. This is a whole big mess here too. We need to get that cleaned up, but that's another day's problem. What I come out here for was for you to possibly help me if you have critters or live in the country, which we've never dealt with rats before. We have, you know, we've had mice plenty of times that end up in the house and all that. This is the first time we've ever dealt with rats. Now the neighbor over here, she had rats. She had a couple that was like, I think they was living on her porch or something. But I don't know how she got rid of them. She has cats, but maybe it wasn't an issue with where they was. I don't know. Nonetheless, it's harder because I don't know how to do anything without it, you know, risking our critters. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. See if you see right here, there's one of their entryways, and we've just been putting a little bit of food out, you know, just enough for the day so that they won't eat the chicken feed. I know Wendy just fed you. What are you doing? Need to clean them, get them things out. If I make them like a mush or give them like leftovers, I use those little things. And I'll use them a time or two, and then I'll throw them away. Like this one, I'll still reuse again. This one, probably not. But this one, I'll just dust it off and put it down there in the basement porch and reuse it another time or two. Alright. But if you look, I don't know if you can see, there's a hole dug up back into there. One right here, there, and then one right here. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do for those. John didn't really either. Like, we have some bucket traps, and We thought those might work when we thought it was mice, but then we found out it's not mice. It's their big brother. And so, don't think bucket traps will work for them. Thought about maybe getting some live traps, but I don't know how that would work. So, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. We obviously can't use anything ingestible because it's too risky with our chickens and goats and dogs. So I'm not sure. I don't know what we're supposed to do. So if you have any tips, tricks, if you've ever dealt with them, if you ever dealt with rats and you have animals, just let me know, or what you've heard. I know quite a few people on here do like farm animals, or they know people that have farm animals. I just don't know what we're supposed to do to take care of them. So I need to go into the Facebook groups because I'm sure that would help me. But yeah, so I'm gonna get a little bit of work done out here. This cup has been haunting me. I don't know if you can see it. This orange cup has been haunting me forever. I come in here, I'll see it and be like, I need to throw that away, and then I don't get it, and then repeat. I'll be making a video and I'll see it and I'm like, I wish I would have grabbed that cup while I was in there, and I don't do that. So it's out now. I'm gonna just toss it over here. No, I'm not. We're gonna get a bag. There's a few things in here we gotta clean up. We're gonna go in the house, grab a bag. Hi, baby. She loves me most when she thinks I have food, so that's very sweet of her. But we're going to just get this cleaned up and spruced up a little bit. Our bad weather is not over. I mean, bad weather might be, but we have a chance of, it's supposed to be like 31 degrees this weekend, and some places have a chance of snow. We had like a 30-some% chance, and now I think that went away, thankfully. But it's still supposed to be cold, so nonetheless, I knew winter wasn't over, but hopefully after this weekend it kind of starts going away, because it's almost March, and March means spring. It also means Violet turns 2, which is insane. Why you got your arms crossed like a...
Because I was letting Reba choose which one she wanted more. And I'm not letting you with this kind of stick. Like goofy candy. Normally they'll just jump on me.
You need brush, don't you, Dolly? Hey, what do you mean?
I made for that.
I don't know. Down there, I think. One of them's in the house. The one you put on your hand, and then the one with jewels on it is down there.
She has white hair. Oh, she has a white spot.
Yeah, she has a white spot. She just keeps it like, where she scratches her forehead. She keeps it bald.
Drinking that water.
Well, I went in to switch out my, what's the thing called? Switch out my tripod, one of the bigger one, and take Clovis's blanket in there so I could wash it, only for it to start raining again. So it's not a ton, but it's sprinkling, and I can't set my camera out in the rain. So I think what I'm gonna do on my to-do list for the day was also to give Clovis a bath. I've been putting it off for a while. You know, today was a good day to do it since it's supposed to be so warm all day long, and you know, into the evening and whatnot. And I've been putting it off for a while, but unless she's going to be in the house or it's warm, unless she's going to be in the house or it's warm, I don't want to do that. I don't think it's going to rain long. I think it just said, I seen it pop up on my phone, said rain is going to start and it lasts for like 10 minutes. So not going to be that long. I mean, the sun is out. So I think I'm going to get in here, go ahead and get Clovis her bath done, and then I'll come out and get all that cleaned up. Alright friends, so it rained for longer than it was supposed to. It finally quit, and it wasn't like raining bad, it was just drizzly, and I could have went out there and done it by myself and done it perfectly fine. However, especially because I think I'm mostly going to be working in the inside, but no, I got a lot to do outside. Nonetheless, I wanted to bring you all along and do a video while I was cleaning it up and whatnot, so you could see that. And with it raining, I didn't want to set up the camera, and then I got to be careful about where I set up the camera, because if you've been around, I set it up one time and just carelessly just left it, and I know that the goats are curious about it, but I just left it and they knocked it over and almost broke it. Like I thought it was broken, and then ended up it just like I think they like done something to the lens, and I just messed with it, and it started working again. And then every now and then, for a little while after that, it would give me that error message, but it'd start working again. And it's not done that to me for a long time, and I don't want to have to buy another camera, so I have to be careful where I set up the camera. And then obviously don't want to get the camera wet. It's fine. It's fine. It's just not meant to be, which is not like too bad dirty. You've seen it. But it is just little things that I like to get cleaned up, and especially just me sitting here looking at it, it's an eyesore. So we will do that maybe tomorrow. I need to check the weather. If not, we'll do that maybe middle of next week, because the first of the week, Sunday and Monday, it's supposed to be like 30 degrees. So I ain't gonna be out there. And I was gonna go in and clean the chicken area real good and go ahead and take our heated water out. And if I had time to clean it today, I was gonna do that. But since I don't, I might need that for those good days. So nonetheless, which like at 30 degrees, the chicken water, it don't like freeze really in there. Maybe because of where it's at, I'm not sure, but it don't really freeze. But nonetheless, if I need to use the heated water, we can for those couple of cold days. Got Clovis bath though. She's not happy with me. She don't like baths, but it is what it is. She needed it. She has like skin allergies and stuff, so if I go too long without bathing her, we notice that problem. But you can't bath her too much because it's not good for Australians to have baths that often. Nonetheless, also didn't want to do that and then have to go up and shower and clean up and stuff before dinner, with it already being so late and just being rushed. I don't like being rushed. It puts me in a bad mood. Nonetheless, the most important thing that I wanted to address today was help with the rats in the chicken coop. So, not necessarily a chicken coop, they're everywhere, but we have to be careful about feeding the... Hello, darling. We have to be careful about, like, usually I like to keep the chicken feed full, that way everybody gets what they want, but we currently can't do that because I don't want to be feeding the pests more than we already do. So anyways, if you have any tips on that, let me know down below. And then maybe in the next video, well, a video very soon, we will be sharing cleaning and resituating the animal yard. A puzzle? What are you doing? Oh. You don't have shoes on. But you have socks. Alrighty then. Nonetheless, we will see you next time. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Bye, friends.
Life ain't perfect, but it's all we've got.